Hello, welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video, we're looking at another small hydrogen miner that puts the brand new drills from the latest DLC pack to very good use. And if you have not seen it already on the Steam Workshop page because of its overall LEGO design, this is the LK-25 small miner, which is this lovely thing all the way over here. So this is a very compact little miner that looks absolutely fantastic, and it also comes with all the basics you need to actually use it in survival mode. So it's got ore detector, it's even got a spare programmable block for whatever you want to have on there, and also has a filter system to get rid of stone, 3 ejectors to get rid of stone, as you see from the trail right behind me, and it is pretty capable of drilling straight through an asteroid, but you do have to wiggle it around a little bit because of the antenna on top. So here's the hole that I made earlier. As you can see, we've got little ridges on the bottom and the top, and this is where the antenna is going to get caught on top. So as you see here, I came across, hit into this bump right up here, and of course that tilted me down, made a hole in the floor, I realigned it, hit up here, bumped it, and then down, and so on and so forth. So it's fully capable of going all the way through an asteroid, especially if you're going just after ore, and not just making a tunnel all the way through. But you do have to be careful of that antenna on top, because it will bump into stuff and stop you from driving perfectly straight through. But other than that, it's pretty much flawless, it's got good thrust all the way around this thing. I believe it's time for me just to press F10 and find it in the spawn menu. So the small miner, and there it is with its little LEGO cover on the front, is 276 small blocks using a couple of the DLC packs. Up to here we see it says it's a small starter miner capable of short-range expeditions within 5 to 10 kilometers of a base or a carrier. See all the way down here some nice bits of information about it, such as credits of the inspiration for this ship. Down to here is its proper introduction, so you can read through that at your leisure. Then down to here some helpful tips where it states you can extend your travel distances by turning off your inertia dampeners, so you just press Z, and you'll just cruise along towards your destination without using any fuel. And a even more important one, which I do often forget to do, and that is never to fly straight forwards towards an asteroid, because it does have a fairly slow stopping time, so you just probably end up slamming straight into it. So if you are flying towards an asteroid or flying back to your base, make sure you're aiming away from it, so if you do overshoot it, if you are going too fast, well then nothing bad will happen. Anyway, all the way down to the bottom, there we are, giving it a thumbs up, move around towards the very front, have a look around the outside, go through the controls, mine up a bit more of this asteroid, and I believe that'll be that for this video. So all the way over to here, this is what we get for the very front of the LK-25 small miner. And well, as you can see, we've got ourselves our blue flush cockpit to drive this thing around, an air vent right on that to suck in oxygen to fill up your tanks. Down below here is your camera to help aim your drills, and of course an ore detector right behind that so you can find all the precious resources. And then we have a small array of floodlights in all directions just to light up the general area in front of you. On the left and right hand side, here's our brand new Type 2 drills, which you do absolutely love. They're little buckets to the front, they'll spin all the way around, and of course do click the mouse, there we go. And moving all the way along, it's just a fantastic model overall. But yes, we've got a cap on the side to prevent unwanted access to that drill. There's your hydrogen thruster with some hazard skin on the top and your bottom, a blue warfare battery, another hydrogen thruster. Moving up slightly, coming towards the main body, turning on my light slightly, there we are for the side of the cockpit, there's your hydrogen tank with an interior light, more hazard skin, down below here in this little gap there may be a few more hydrogen tanks, some oxygen tanks, a conveyor converter that will come all the way across to a medium cargo container that sits right at the very back. We do have some access panels to open up and go inside. And here we are, the very back. All the way up to here we've got 3 connectors to access your ejectors to remove all the unwanted stone with a click of a button in the cockpit. 4 hydrogen thrusters to boost you along, putting my light on once again, cross on the side. There we are, we can see how it's been connected up to the main body. Then moving all the way up, looking down this thing, here we go. So past these hydrogen thrusters, past a little compact antenna, there's some more hydrogen tanks, more hydrogen thrusters, more hazard skin, all the way across to here, a slight bit of yellow. There's your antenna, which we already talked about when I was saying about drilling through an asteroid, flush cockpit, top of the drills. And then coming all the way across over here, because on top of this we do have a bit of extra detail, which is some corrugated yellow armor panels, some rusted armor panels, and then a heat vent pointing forwards, just use that bit of decoration it has on the side. Moving all the way down underneath it, past all of this, here we go. Says the bottom where our ore detector is sitting, there's 2 batteries as well. There's some more hydrogen tanks, there's some more heat vents on the bottom of the thing with the exact same pattern with the armored panels. Over here you're connected to properly dock it up and unload and load all the stuff you need. And towards the back there, turning on that, another access panel to play around with, and there's the bottom of our medium cargo container with the big access panel on the back. Go look at it like so. On the side, oh, there's a bit of lag there, which will probably be an enemy spawning in. Yes, it was an unknown signal in the background. Yes, there we are, the light turned off. Getting around towards the back, looking at an angle. There we are. And suppose we'll look at it maybe like that. Down towards the front. And there we are for a brief look around the outside. So now what I'm going to do is grab hold of my character, bring up the HUD, 2 tabs to go through, and hold tab number 1 is going to be very self-explanatory what it does, which is going to be for your drills to hold down the mouse to actually drill up all the goods, or to make a very big hole on the right mouse. Number 2 is then for your drills to make it automatically drill through, so you can be incredibly lazy with this. Number 3 is then for your ejectors at the back there to remove all the stone inside the thing. So we should get, there we are, it's now ejecting everything out, because I did fill this up when I was testing this thing. So coming to here, finding that, looking at that, and there we are. So we can carry quite a fair bit of resources inside here, or at least a fair bit of stone inside here. And there it all goes off into the distance. Turning that off once again, we then got off the lights at the front on and off, our interior lights on the side on and off. There we are, we now just light up the entire thing if you want to do that. Number 6 for your antenna on and off. Number 7 for your connector at the very front to aim your drills. There we are. And it looks like my radiation resistance is about to end. So this is in survival mode for whatever reason. So there is that, hop back in, and now problem solved. Anyway, number 8 for your magnetic plates to lock and unlock it. Number 9 for your connector below the ship to turn it on and off. On to tab number 2, you got ore detector, batteries, hydrogen tanks, oxygen tanks, your thrusters. So you can press number 5. There we are, now all your thrusters are turned off. I can no longer move the ship around. Of course, you can still realign this thing with the gyroscopes if you want to do that. Putting it back on. Number 6, number 7 for your programmable block, but there's nothing currently set onto it. There's one to actually run it, and another one to turn it on and off. So you put whatever you want onto this thing. Anything you feel is useful, that's entirely up to you. On all the other tabs, nothing else. So now I'm going to come up to this asteroid and actually start drilling things up. So here we come across using the camera with number 7. And I'm going to start drilling up. I do absolutely love the way that spins around. It's such a simplistic thing that makes it look so much more better than a base game drill. But here we come all the way through. Out of the camera, third person view. There we are, it'll take a little bit of time to go through. Suppose what I could do is now just start ejecting stuff out, but I actually want to keep all the stuff in the containers to look at a bit later on. Here we come, it's going to take a little bit of time. And the hole is a little bit uneven. That's one thing I did find with this drill set. I don't know why, but the drilling seems to be a little bit uneven with how it works. But nevertheless, we're going to keep going through until the ship is completely inside the asteroid. I'm going to pull out and drive it around. So here we go, I'm now all the way inside the asteroid, nice and protected from the incoming meteor storm that I just got informed about. And I'm just going to grab hold of this once again, looking around here. And well, as you can see here, that is where the antenna is currently sitting. So if I move any further forwards, it's going to bump into the ceiling. Maybe move down slightly. It's not going to damage it. It's not going to actually break it. Unless, of course, you are moving at a very fast speed. But with this drill, you're not going to be able to go too fast. Now I'm just going to reverse this thing out. Here we go. And there I am, out of the hole. So a nice deep hole. We can go all the way through, extract all the resources, get into all the nooks and crannies, and all of that. I'm just going to turn this thing away. And was there any meteors? It doesn't look like there was any. I did hear one go off. That might come through in the video, it might not. But no, into here, hardening all of this. And here's all the resources I've collected. It's got a bit in the cockpit. All the way down to here, we've got a bunch in the stone, some in the connector, medium cargo container, these small connectors as well. And there we have a bit in the conveyor sorters. So how does that handle when it's all full up? So moving forwards, here we go. And that's what we get. It's surprisingly respectable for a very small miner. Completely fill it up with stone. Then coming to a stop. It feels a little bit slow, but still perfectly fine. We've got plenty of gyroscopes on this, so we can do a 180. Make it stop a little bit quicker. Moving left and right. They are very slow with that. Moving down. And then moving up. So we are faster than moving up. And it is about the same as moving forwards and backwards. But the way that moving down is got to be slower. But it's not too different at the end of the day. Anyway, as for gyroscopes, moving this thing around, here we are. Well, like you saw from the 180, plenty of control over this thing, surprising amount of control over this thing, which is jolly good stuff. Do excuse the massive black hole down there, that's part of the skybox, which will be in the description below if you are interested. But at the end of the day, it's a fantastic little mining ship to use in survival mode. It's a very well thought out mining ship with its overall design, the amount of detail being put into it, as well as its functionality, and it should serve you very well until you actually build a massive giant one that can demolish an asteroid in a few seconds. So to finish off this video, one final thing to do, of course, is to slam it into the asteroid, see how it crumples, and then that'll be that for this video. So here we come, starting to move forwards, and I feel like I'm not going to be able to get up to maximum speed with this thing. Might be able to get close, but no, it does not look like I'm going to get up to maximum speed. But here we go in about 3, 2, 1. Nice big clonk, moving away, wall's been damaged. And it looks like it's just basically the drills have been damaged. I can easily attach on some more drills on here, and it'll be all fine and dandy. So moving away, Can I actually use that once again? Yes, I can. And I'm just going to go and find the drills. So in here, type 2 drills. Let's just go and whack that on there. Whack that on there. And then away I go once again. It's like it never happened. Yes, that's it for this video. It's a fantastic little drill. There'll be a link to its description below along with the skybox I'm currently using. I just highly recommend downloading it, check it out yourself. So thank you all for watching, and I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.